Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your 1st to the 15th of June 2019 Love and General reading. Dear Aquarius, I'm doing the General and Love Divine spread. I have been told by a few people that they would like a Celtic cross, so I'm thinking of doing extra readings. Doing the Celtic cross, that will be coming up soon, so watch out for that. Also, just like to mention that we are moving into eclipse time very slowly. Next month, July, is going to be eclipse time, so the eclipse energies are already here. I can see it. As well as that, we're on a new moon. Today's actually the 3rd to the 4th of June, so there's a new moon in Gemini. And that's happening in your 5th house of creativity, children, risk-taking, and true love. So there's a new moon there, and the full moon will be happening in the sign of Sagittarius on the 17th of the month. Now, the sun is moving into the sign of Cancer on the 21st. So for you, dear Aquarius, it's your 11th house. The full moon will be happening in your 11th house of social groups, friends, and associations. Also, it's the house of Sagittarius, your 11th house. So anything to do with your beliefs, your spirituality, having an outlook on the world in a wider perspective, in a different way. So it's also, going on a journey, going on an adventure. That's what Sagittarius is all about. So some of you may be actually traveling the world, going on an adventure. So that's where the culmination will be happening with the full moon. So let's look at your karma dharma position, dear Aquarius. What's happening for you in the karma dharma position? And I feel that this is the card. So we have Leo and the Sun. And I was just mentioning the 5th house, which is the naturally ruled house of Leo. So this is the card of true love, children, creativity, having fun as well. So it's the house of fun. Leo is the child that wants to have fun. So this could be in relation to matters around children, matters around a project that you've created. The sun is all about clarity, warmth, love, the heart. So let's take your reading, let's take your cards, your Aquarius, and see what else is coming up for you. So Aquarius, 1st to the 15th of June 2019, what is going on in your home area in the distant past? We have the Knight of Cups. In the hidden position, 8 of Wands. In the recent past, 6 of Cups. Again, we've got children here. In the now position, 7 of Cups. So you've got the 6 and 7 of Cups crowning your reading. This is what's on your mind. We've got the 2 of Cups. In the action and advice, we've got the 10 of Wands. The outcome area, we have the Page of Swords. And in the divine position, so planetarily, how you are being affected, we have the card of the Page of Cups. So you have the Knight and the Page of Cups. There's quite a few cups here in your reading, dear Aquarius. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, and this is the general energy. We have the 6 of Pentacles, which is the energy of Libra. So this is you trying to find your balance. You're looking for equilibrium. equal giving and receiving. So Six of Pentacles is the charity card. It's giving to others, giving more love, giving more value, being in a valued partnership, relationship, family situation, whatever that is. I'm going to take now an astrology card from the Black Moon Astrology cards. Okay, so let's take one card for Aquarius. Aquarius, you have Gemini and I think. So Gemini is strong in your chart. Gemini is the house of where the new moon is happening. So something new is starting for you in your fifth house of all the things that I mentioned before, all those Leo matters. Now, Gemini is also about communication. It's about being in a small group, working amongst a small group, anything to do with siblings, neighbors, a small community, education, writing, publishing, anything like that. That's where the sun is, that's where the moon is, that's where Mercury is. And Mercury is very strong in Gemini, and Mercury is about to move into your sixth house of Cancer. And the Cancer and your sixth house is where the first eclipse will be taking place on the 2nd of July in the sign of Cancer. That's where the North Node is. That's where fate is. That's where your fate is. That's where your trajectory is in matters of home, family, and the mother, as well as the parents, I should say. So let's take a Romance Angels as well. Let me shuffle once. I've already pre-shuffled, but I feel that I need to shuffle one more time for Aquarius. One card for Aquarius. One, depending on what it is, I will know if I need to take more. And we've got heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And I was just talking about Mercury and communication, as well as spoken, written messages, or even just communication on a very fundamental level. So, dear Aquarius, let's see what's happening here. So we've got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is in your area of home and family. So you are extending, I feel that this is your energy, you're extending your cup to the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is in the divine position. So what I'm thinking is that what you're giving out, the love that you're emanating and extending is coming back to you. And look at the light on that Page of Cups. Look at how he's lit up. This is such a beautiful energy. Look at the similarities here. There's two people facing each other again with the cups. They're on the same level. Now, the Knight of Cups, as I said, is more than likely your energy. So we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Page of Cups is Piscean energy, more than likely. So, yes, you're showing up as a knight. The Page is showing up as someone younger than you, or someone more playful than you, someone more youthful. But I feel that you're on an even keel here, emotionally speaking. So we all know that the Page of Cups could always be a child as well. You've got two pages. You've got the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords in the outcome area. So the Page of Swords is all about communication, of course. It's news coming in, a message coming in, a message that is of truth. So the heart-to-heart conversations, and the Gemini, I think, sometimes the Gemini, I think, can speak of too much thinking and not acting. I would suppose. But it also is a number 15, which can be the devil energy. So your head is just going around in circles. Just like Gemini is the twins. 1 minute you're in the light and the next you're in the dark. It's as though you're talking to yourself. You're trying to find the logic in a situation. Now, 15 can be the devil energy, but it can also be, if we add the 1 and 5, it's a 6. And 6 is it's a number of balance. 6 is also the Lovers, which again is Gemini. So dear Aquarius, I don't know if you've got strong Gemini in your sign. What I see mainly here is Leo, Sun, Moon or Rising that you're dealing with. I've got Leo, and I've got also lots of water here. So as I said, Scorpio, Cancer and Piscean energy. Here in the hidden position, what you don't know is that there's quick movement. These are Cupid's arrows coming through, messages coming through. This is also flight travel. Now, is it that you don't know that you're flying somewhere, flying to a distant place? Or is it that you don't know that someone is flying in to visit you? Or are these just messages through social media? Messages of love. Now, you could be communicating with someone who is at a distance to you. Or it just means that what I see here in the foundation area is that quickly a message of love is coming through, and it's going to be reciprocated. So you both feel the same way where love is concerned. Now, could it be someone from your past? Yes, it could be, with the 6 of Cups. Now, if it's not the soulmate connection that I see here, which it's got to be a soulmate connection. If it isn't, then it's something to do around children. Maybe you've known this person for a long time. Maybe you've been together on and off for quite a long time. Maybe there is trust on the same level. There is strong trust, but there's also, we've also got the 7 of Cups here, which is very Neptunian. So you're not trusting in what you're feeling. You think that things are up in the air. You think that what you're feeling is just too good to be true. With the 7 of Cups, this is Piscean, and sometimes when we see something, we don't believe it. We think it's an illusion. We don't trust in our instincts. We don't trust in our emotions. We don't trust in what we feel. Now, from the 6, we go to the 7. 7s are always the divine for me. Now, what's on your mind in the area of career and status? We've got the 2 of Cups. So if we put these 2 cups together, these 2 cards, that's the 9 of Cups. And if we add the 6 and the 7, that's 13. It adds up to the 4. 4s always speak of home and family. If we add the 6 and 7, it's 13, and 2 is 15. 15 breaks down to the 6 again, 6 of Cups. But 15 is the number of the devil, isn't it? Now, there is a very strong sexual connection here as well. And Leo is all about. Leo is a fire sign. Leo is all about passion. The action and advice is that it's been a bit of a burden, but this is the card that says that you get to the completion point, right? You actually get to complete this journey. So the 10 breaks down to the Ace. There has been some burden. You've got the 8 and then you go straight to the 10. So the messages that come through get you to your goal. This is a goal. Even though, yes, it's been hard, it's been worth the effort. Now, I want to look at this card. I want to look at the Page of Swords because I need more clarity about what that is about. And the Six of Pentacles, I'd like to say, is a card of like being very generous. Generosity. Now, this can also speak of alimony, child support as well. Some of you could have children of your own from a previous relationship that you hold very dear to your close to your heart, and therefore there is good communication in between the mother of your children, your child or your children. There is good communication for the children. So that's why you've been giving generously, and there is good communication on the children's behalf. So let's take some more cards. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay, so dear Aquarius, the King of Cups is your energy. The Queen of Wands is the apple of your eye. So we've got Leo here for sure. And I was going to look at this area first. So I'm going to put the cards here. I hope you can see them. Let's just move the cards up a bit. I'm going to take another card for each position before I get to the outcome. So let's take some more cards. So you are showing up as the King of Cups. The Queen of Wands is looking straight at the page, which is an offer that's been extended to her that she did not expect. Now, the Page of Cups can also be a water sign adolescent child. Let's take the Eight of Wands in the hidden position. And we've got the Six of Wands. So beautiful. Success. Success, maybe a little bit of ego in the past, but you're successful in making the moves, in offering your love. You may even be someone who's quite successful where business is concerned. So you're expecting some sort of a success and some sort of a maybe even completion that you can go on, you can go away. You've shown your talents, you've performed, you've been up on stage. Now it's time to take care of your emotional life. Let's look at that Six of Cups. Business is looking amazing. Let's look at the Six of Cups, and we've got the Seven. So again, with a seven, sevens are all about conflict, but they're also divine number, divine source. So you've been successful at some point. Now you're going for more. You do have some issues here, some competitive things that are against what you want to do, what you desire, what you want to manifest. So this is a seven, another seven here. I'm going to say that you're probably someone who's quite successful in business. And I think that you're past the point of your successes in work. As I was saying, it's time to take care of other matters at this time. I really feel that. Let's take the Seven of Cups. Now, there's something that you're insisting on here. This is right on top of the Six of Cups. There's something that you're insisting on. Is it in relation to the children? Is it in relation to trust issues? Maybe. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. And we've got the Lovers here. And I did mention the Lovers just before. Like the Lovers, I said, the Gemini card, here we are. So Gemini is in the mix here. Gemini is all about a head over heart decision. This is a soulmate twin flame relationship, no doubt. things have been up in the air, but I think that they're actually coming down. They're coming down, they're becoming earthly now. So the success was up in the sky. What I mean by that is that the souls have come together. Now it's time for the physical coming together. Let's look at that Two of Cups. And I wouldn't be surprised if your status isn't changing. You're showing to the world that you are committed to your soulmate, your twin flame. And you're not holding back on that. Let's take another card. And we've got the Ace of Swords. So the truth is coming out. It's coming out to the world. The truth is coming out from hiding. If you have been hiding the truth, the Ace of Swords is a successful new beginning, I would say, as I said, because the sword looks like it's going to come down on the Ten of Wands. So work is going to be put on the back burner. Family and relationships is coming to the forefront. Let's take another card. And we've got the Queen of Swords, which is probably your energy. Remember how I said that you're cutting out a lot of the burdens. You're finishing up, you're getting to your goal. The truth needs to be told. And what I mean by that is that whatever communication you have held back on, whether this was to your partner, we've got heart-to-heart conversations. We've also got Gemini. I think this is the end of thinking. It's the time of speaking now. So the Queen of Swords could be your ex-partner, as I said, that you actually share children with. And that's been a burden as well. Let me see the Page of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Swords can also be a judge or a magistrate. For those of you that have been going through legal issues. Oh, 2 cards opened up. So let's take those 2 cards. For those of you that have been going through legal issues, it looks like it's the end of that. Let's look at the Page of Swords. There's 3 cards. Oh, wow. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, we've got the Hanged Man, and the Fool. So there's been some sort of distress. What I mean by that is that the 5 of Pentacles is 2 people that find solace between each other, not from the outer world. So even as a spirituality, as a spiritual energy here with the 5 of Pentacles, it's that these 2 people have been through their own lessons, but faith has kept them going, and faith is here for them. Also spiritually, they're on the same page. They're both feeling the loss, whatever the loss was. Now, was it the loss of time? Was it the loss of any risks that have been taken? We've got Aries energy, Pisces energy. So Aries, let's say Pisces and Aries. Pisces is the end, Aries is the beginning. Here we've got the 5, which is an imbalance. So what I'm thinking is that with the Page of Swords here, whatever the news is that comes through, and the Page of Swords is also a student. So being a student, they receive the knowledge, right? So this could be you also studying something or speaking your mind, I want to say, more than likely. And speaking the truth is the most important thing. And I did say that you could be talking to not only your partner and speaking about openly about what you felt and, you know, that you were at an imbalance, that even financial issues that you've gone through in the past, because both people have obviously been through those financial issues. Now, you've got the 5, but you've got the 6 of Pentacles where you're able to give. Now, have you been able, dear Aquarius, to give monetarily to the world, but emotionally, spiritually, you felt alone. There was some sort of a distance. Whatever it was it the timing that made you feel a sense of lack? Was it a sacrifice that you had to make in relation to children? Was it a sacrifice in relation to monetary issues? Maybe it was necessary for you to sacrifice a lot of your financial prosperity to give, and therefore now it's time for you to receive. The Hanged Man does talk of sacrifice. This is Neptune in Pisces. Now Neptune rules Pisces, and Pisces is someone who surrenders, someone who gives everything, someone who believes in a spiritual union more than on a monetary, physical. So there could be a spiritual connection, but there hasn't been a physical connection. So together, you have not been together. You've been cerebral. You've spoken, but not really had heart-to-heart conversations. Well, it's time for that to happen. We've got the Fool card. This is a leap of faith. This is a brand new cycle. This is taking that risk and not caring whether you fall and hurt yourself. Let's take 2 cards on the Sun, which is the Karma Dharma position. And let's take another card on the Page of Cups. There it is. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the 4 of Pentacles really fell on top of the King of Cups. This is someone who wasn't open with their emotions. But here we've also got the 4 of Pentacles. So this is something, I feel that the Page of Cups is offering something that they've kept really close to their heart. What I mean by that is they were careful with their heart, now they're not. They're taking that risk. Now this offer that's coming through, this offer of love, this apology has been withheld for a while, but it's actually coming through. The same with the love. It's been withheld, now it's coming through. Let's look at the Leo card. The Sun has got death. So transformation. This is the darkest, and there's the sun. The darkest before the dawn. So the dark and the sunlight comes in, and the healing must happen. Here we've got the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords is someone who is meditating, someone who is thinking of their past. There was heartbreak in the past, but there's that sword. There's that sword that's laying right next to him. That's his truth. This could also mean taking time out from hard work. Transformations are not easy. So we've got the shedding of the old skin, the heart space coming through. So whatever wasn't right is falling away. The Sun is bringing you the healing as well. And there is still some healing to be done. With the 4 of Swords, I'm going to take another card. So because there is a church with the 4 of Swords, I see this card very much so about a spiritual retreat. It could be a spiritual retreat, or it's someone who is taking time out, looking into their higher self. It's very much like the Hermit, the 4 of Swords. And this is someone who's put in a lot of effort and they've had to work against the grain. This is the Warrior, someone who's been to battle and now they're taking time out. It's a 4, so around family and home. That's what's important here. Let's take another card. We've got Temperance, which is the energy of Sagittarius. These are your spirit guides and your angels. Again, it's a card of healing. The angels are here guiding you, and the path is that way. Let's look at this, these two cards and the way they communicate. As you can see here, the Knight of Pentacles came over the Four of Swords. So this is, again, he's stopped. He's not moving. He's waiting on the healing. He's waiting on certainty before he can take that leap of faith. But I truly believe that, dear Aquarius, this is your energy, and I do feel that this is someone who's willing to take a risk, someone who's willing to be taken for a ride for you. Look at all that yellow, and it's right on top of the Sun card. There are bursts of yellow. Yellow is happiness. Yellow is warmth. Yellow is clarity. Yellow is life. We've also got the Sun there. So someone is seriously thinking. Someone is taking time out. They're seriously thinking of traveling. Sagittarius is all about taking that, adventure. And I was talking about an adventure from the beginning. The Fool card here, this is a brand new cycle. This is someone going straight for certainty. They're certain that someone will be there waiting for them. And dear Aquarius, I do believe that your partner, this is the energy of your partner. They're going through a brand new cycle. Now, because there's many layers in the tarot, I truly believe that, and I'm going to say that one person is more grounded. This person is a little bit more airy-fairy, like they're in their Sagittarian space where they're going on that adventure. Nothing's going to stop them. And that does remind me, that's quite fiery. And you do have the Queen of Wands here. So this is the card of Aries. Aries could be strong in their chart as well. Now, could even be the North Node. Okay, now Aries is a brand new beginning, isn't it? It's someone who's starting something, starting on that new journey. Let's take a few Sibyllas. I'd like to take just one card on this Six of Pentacles, which is the general energy. And that's Libra. Libra is about communication. It's about partnership. And it's about other people. There's the World card. There's the completion. So whatever you've given out, the lessons have been learned. Whatever you've been served, the lessons have been learned. And whatever you've given successfully, you will be given. This is a card of success. This is Aphrodite who's ready to be born. So this brings up to me the question, what's more valuable to you? Is it monetary or is it life in general? Giving to the people who need it. Giving, and doesn't have to be monetary. It can even be a kind word. It can be that you put a blanket on top of someone who's feeling the cold. You can help someone cross the road, an elderly. All those little things count. And the more you give, the more you will receive. That's how things work. So, beautiful. The World card is very Saturnian. Saturn is up in Capricorn, and that's in your 12th house. So you don't know what successes are coming in for you. Capricorn for you is your 12th house. Putting in the hard work, you're finishing that cycle. You're closing up a big chapter. A big chapter is closing for a chapter to begin. This is in the outcome area. So let me take just a couple of Sibyllas, dear Aquarius. Now we've got the Death card here. So you may have strong Aquarius, strong Scorpio in your sign. We've also got Temperance here. Now I feel that there is a foreign background either from you or your partner. What I'd like to look at is the Lovers. So the Lovers is a head over heart decision. So the Lovers on top of the Seven of Cups. So we've got Superbia, which is something great, something superb. It's like the Two of Wands. It's like making the choice. Which wand are you going to choose? Which path are you going to take? Here we've got Artista and the Discovery. This is the Crazy Scientist, and it's the Seven of Cups again. Look, it's the Seven of Hearts. So if we add those two sevens, again, it's Temperance, number 14. And here we have Stanza. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is what's been hidden behind closed doors. Anything to do with intimacy, the Lovers is all about their intimate partners, right? So whatever sexual situation has been hidden behind closed doors, whatever's been happening that you did not know of, the news is coming through. And this is the Ace of Pentacles, so that's like stabilizing. It's like stabilizing this partnership, this relationship. Now this, yes, it can also be business. It can. It's more of a love reading, but it can also be business. I want to take another card on the Page of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There it is. And we've got the Strength card. Again, we've got Leo. So courage, wit, strength, inner strength, the strength of the mind, the strength of the soul can beat any situation. Leo is all over this reading. So I'm going to take a couple more SIBILLAS. What I'd like to look at is the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. They're both looking over to this Page of Cups. They're both wanting the same thing, I feel. Let's take 3 SIBILLAS. So we've got Sacerdote, which is the priest, and this can speak of Taurian energy. We've got Taurus and Scorpio, and Leo, which is the 4 fixed energies. Aquarius, you're opposite to Leo, so you're in the mix as well. So we've got a commitment. This is the man that's been living in solitude. Here's a number 13, which would speak of Scorpio again. But if he's been living in solitude, then he's going through some sort of transformation. Now, this could be someone that's very spiritually aligned, very spiritual. Here we've got the Prigione, which is the 9 of Swords, and it's very Capricornian. So Capricorn is all about restrictions. It's all about things that are happening in your 12th house. So Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node being in your 12th house. I did say that Pluto is trying to dissolve the South Node and what past karma you've been dealing with. Let's take another card, and we've got Leggerezza, which is the 10 of Wands again. This is death and transformation. So this is change on a very fundamental level. Whatever obligations, even through spirituality, maybe this is you transforming your dogmas, your beliefs have been changing. And the Leggerezza is the butterfly. This is also sexual energy, and it's also the transformation and the lightness of being. So these shackles are coming off, whatever obligations or restrictions you've been putting up with. This butterfly, the transformation, is going to make the change. Okay, what I'd like to see now, dear Aquarius, I'd like to see the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords and the 10 of Wands. What is she Therefore, why is the Queen of Swords there? So we've got the ladro, which is the thief. We've got fedelta, which is loyalty. So we've got like the 10 of Pentacles, then we've got the 9 of Cups, and here we've got the 6 of Wands, which is consolante sorpresa. So this is something unexpected, something really good coming in unexpectedly. So because the ladro is the thief, he's the thief that comes in to your life and takes away from you. Now, because it's the 10 of Pentacles, I believe that this Queen of Swords was at some point some part of the family. Now, I feel that the loyalty is more than likely your energy, because as you could see, it's as though the dog is already in the house, so the thief comes in after. Now, the dog is a man's best friend. The dog will not bite its master, but the dog will bite the thief that comes in. So even though it's the 9 of Cups, and that could speak of, you know, a lot of like drinking too much overindulging, whether this is, you know, if you're in a difficult situation, maybe there's been over too much drinking, too much alcohol, too much partying, whatever that is. The 9 of Cups is also the wish card. So maybe what you've been wishing for is someone who's loyal, but this is someone who wants to take from you. And then what is the outcome is that unexpectedly something happens, something turns in your favor. And this means, this is like there's money here. So this is something that's going to really surprise you. So what does that mean? That unexpectedly this Queen of Swords with the 10 of Wands, she changes in a way that she will not be a burden to you anymore. That could be the case. Maybe she's a queen, actually. She should be able to stand on her own 2 feet. Now, you know that the consolante sorpresa can also be unexpectedly what you've lost comes back to you tenfold. That's what I feel here. So whatever with the 10 of Wands here, whatever has been burdensome for you, and you're getting to your goal, as I said, and because you've put in all that hard work, you get the rewards tenfold. That's what I feel with those cards, dear Aquarius. I'd like to just take a couple of cards on the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands as well, and I will call it a day. So what's hidden is the amalato, so the low morale. So someone has been feeling a little bit low psychologically. Is that why there is that because of ego, or is that why someone is going on a holiday, someone is traveling, someone is missing traveling, someone's missing being at a distance? Let's see, militare. So this is like the 10 of Swords. So someone is feeling very low. They've got a mountain ahead of them. Maybe because of lack of communication, and because this is the military, this is the soldier who's holding back on information. He's on a mission, but not sharing it with others. So maybe the lack of communication has been an uphill battle for you. But you know, this is, again, it's like the devil energy. So maybe at one stage there was too much work and not enough play, dear Aquarius. You weren't even able to move. Here it says that you've got the knees to climb that mountain. It has been hard, but you're going to get to your goal. Let's take another card. And we've got the Gran Consolazione. So this is the biggest consolation that you can receive, whatever you've wondered about and anything that you've dreamt of is it just falls in your lap. So have you wanted to travel? Have you wanted to receive messages of love? Have you wanted to succeed in business? This is what you don't know, is that you're going to be very abundant with all that you've all ever wanted, dear Aquarius. That's what you don't know. And that's what's happening, I would say more than likely, in your 12th house. This is like the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is like persevering at something that you've felt inclined to do. So yeah, you've got the 6 of Wands, and then it's like the 7 of Wands. You're at a different stage now. It's you against everyone else, but you've got that wand. You've got the higher ground. So it's only up to you from here on what you want to do with your life, which way you want to take your life, your trajectory. Where is it looking? That's where your desires are, and that's what you're going for. You can only wish and hope. But if you've put in the hard work, you know that somewhere around the corner, there is that success that's going to come for you. Whether that is in love, whether that is, let's say that you've had difficulties because of obligations. It was all work and no play. Now it's time to have fun, dear Aquarius. And it's now time to speak your truth, heart to heart, from one heart to the other heart. Stop thinking and just take action. It's time to actually do something about it and not just be dreaming about it. All right, dear Aquarius, thank you so, so much for all that you do for my channel. This is incredible. Your love is amazing. Thank you so much, dear Aquarius. Sending you love and light. Look out for mid-month for my next readings. And until then, stay well. Be blessed. Bye-bye.